What's going on, YouTube? This is actually my fourth attempt at trying to make this video. Um, every time I try to make it, I'm usually at a customer, and I get about halfway through the video, and they come out and say that I'm done. So that's why I haven't been able to finish this video, because everyone's actually been fast for once. And I won't make a video while I'm driving, so that's just not responsible. So the topic of this video is going to be about how to get into trucking, where to go, what schools will teach you how to do this stuff, because I have a lot of friends that keep asking me about it, especially with a lot of people losing their jobs. And trucking's one of those things you can do that you can almost guarantee you're gonna have a job no matter where you go. I remember when I went to Roadmaster trucking school down in Columbus, Ohio, and I remember one of the people, we called him Sarge. He was one of the trainers there, an older guy, and one of the things that he told us was that CDL is like a golden ticket, and once you have that CDL, as long as you keep your driving records clean and keep yourself clean, a lot of companies have very strict background checks, but you can jump in and out of trucking as much as you want to and always have a job waiting for you. So if you get burnt out, you can go do something local for a while, or just go work at Walmart for a little while, and then when you need money again, just dive back into trucking. As far as where to go, there's so many places you can go to. Just listen to the radio or go online. You can find all kinds of trucking companies around your area that offer schooling. Some of them you have to self-pay. I did self-pay. I paid myself for my trucking school at Roadmaster, but they do have a loan program as well. And then the companies that they try to get you hired in with, if you go to them, they have tuition reimbursement. Now, I'd always recommend to people, if you can, take a chance on the loan. If you don't have the cash to pay for it up front, just do the loan. You do not want to get stuck with the company that offers to pay you while you're training for your CDL, because a lot of times what they'll do is they'll lock you into an 18-month or 2-year contract, and then just about everyone I've ever talked to who's done this said that they will abuse you and run you into the ground for your first, during your contract period, and you'll hardly ever be home, and you won't make any money because you're paying them back at the same time. Now, is it true to all companies? I can't say for sure. There's, with any company, anything you do in life, there's good and bad. There's good and bad companies. I mean, even it all depends on how things are run and managed. I mean, you can work at Walmart and have a fantastic experience at one store, and then move to a different store in the same city and just have an awful experience. So it all depends on where you go, who your bosses are, what their company policies are. But for the most part, from what I've been told from other drivers who've done it, don't do it. Just stay away from it. Just avoid it like the plague. The advantage, of paying it in cash, at least at Roadmaster. I don't know how other companies work, but at Roadmaster you can, and just so you know that I'm not advocating for Roadmaster or nothing, but that's just where I went, and that's the one I have experience with. And I know with them, it costs a lot less to pay for it up front in cash than it does to get the loan. If you get the loan, you got to pay the interest rates, of course. So if you can pay for it in cash, it's a lot cheaper. It's still expensive. I can't remember what it cost me exactly. I want to say it was around $4,500, $4,000. I can't remember. But and then if you get the loan with the interest, it's like 6,000, 6,500, somewhere in that ballpark area. And so you want to definitely, do what's best for you at the time. But it's so easy to get a loan for trucking school because the loan companies know that if you're going to get your CDL, you're probably going to make enough money to pay the money back to them. So, but that would be my suggestion, was to go to trucking school, do it that way. There's many different companies all around the place that every state's got their own. And each trucking company too, like Roadmaster, for example, they hire for certain companies depending on the area that they're located in too. I can't remember exactly what companies it was. I think it was like Warner, TMC Trucking, and I want to say US Express was the three big ones that they were trying to push trainees to go to, because all three of those companies have tuition reimbursements. Now the company that I currently work for, I don't believe we have tuition reimbursements here, but many companies do. I mean, and then if you get into the right company, you might not even care about tuition reimbursement, because if you get into the right company, you might make enough money to where you just, whatever, it doesn't even, $250 a month to pay it back is nothing to you. So, I don't know if that's the minimum cost or whatever, but I'm just throwing that out there. But, yeah, definitely do some kind of service where you pay for it yourself. Definitely want to try to avoid that contract deal. You just might not. It just might ruin the experience for you. And every company is different that you go to. My first experience in trucking was not great. In fact, it almost turned me off from trucking altogether, and I almost went back to welding. So, but I stuck with it, and then I ended up leaving that company after only a couple months, and I ended up finding a local job, and I was able to get my feet wet and get my experience to that local job up until they're getting ready to lay me off. Now I'm with the company that I'm with now, and I've been here for close to 2 years now. So, this company I really enjoy working for. Got an excellent management team, which is man, it's a plus. You gotta have that management team to make your life a little easier, because it's not a lifestyle that everyone can handle. Being on the road, and being on the road's fun. It's enjoyable. When you're out here, you don't really think about too much. You miss your family, of course. I mean, you just want to get your job done, go home. The hardest thing is leaving. I hate leaving home. It's so hard to do every time I have to leave, especially when I'm going for a couple days. But I'm one of the fortunate ones. I get to go home every weekend, sometimes 2 or 3 times throughout the week as well. I'm back at the house. So other companies, you're out there for 2-3 weeks at a time, and that's how it was going to be when I first started. The first company I went to, I was supposed to be out for I think 3 weeks at a time, running from Ohio to or just running from Laredo, Texas to wherever, I don't know where. I never got onto the account because I didn't stay with the company long enough. But man, it was. I don't even want to think about what that would have been like. But yeah, to wrap this thing up, man, if you want to go to trucking school, I'll just look into it. You can find everything. Listen to the radios, look up online, do a little bit of research, see what the costs are. Maybe call a couple different companies, see which one's going to best suit you. I think there's like something like Driving Solutions is another one. I can't remember, and it's gonna be different depending on where you're at. So definitely look into it. It's can't have any DUIs though. If you're looking into trucking, keep a clean record. I think you gotta have at least 3 years without a DUI on your record, maybe longer with some companies. And some companies won't touch you at all if you have anything like that on your license. So but it's a good living. I mean, you can make some decent money. Get to you get to see some cities that you wouldn't normally see. Go places you wouldn't normally go. And like this last trip I went on, I found a place I want to go for vacation next. So you get to see things like that you wouldn't normally have the opportunity to see. So but yeah, this is gonna wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. I hope it was somewhat informative. And if you're going to decide to do this trucking thing, good luck.